Hello, and welcome. Have you ever traveled to a country where you didn't speak the language? Or have you ever met someone famous completely out of the blue? We use "have you ever" all the time in English to ask about these life experiences, things that might have happened at some point before now. In this video, we're diving into this. I'll show you 15 natural examples, how to answer like a native, and how to avoid the most common mistakes. So here's our game plan. First, we'll break down the structure and meaning of "have you ever?" Then, we'll tackle when to use the present perfect versus the past simple when you give details. After that, I'll give you those 15 natural example questions and answers. We'll also look at some common pitfalls and finish with a short quiz to test yourself. Stick with me until the end, and you'll be using "have you ever" like a pro. Let's start with the structure. It's always have plus subject plus ever plus past participle. For example, have you ever tried sushi? For a negative answer, you say, "No, I've never tried sushi." A short positive answer is just, "Yes, I have." And if you want to add extra information, you say, "Yes, I have. I tried it when I visited Tokyo in 2019. The key here is that we use the present perfect because we don't care when it happened. We only care if the experience has happened at any time up to now. But, and this is important, if you do give a specific time, like in 2019, you then switch to the past simple for that part. This brings us to a great technique, the 1-2 pattern. You use the present perfect to introduce the experience, and then the past simple to give the details. For example, have you ever been to Italy? That's the present perfect. And the answer, yes, I have. I went there in 2018 and spent 2 weeks in Rome. See that? Went and spent are past simple. This introduce with present perfect, detail with past simple strategy is what makes your English sound so natural. And just a quick note, ever is often used for emphasis, but it's optional. Have you traveled to Italy is perfectly fine too. All right, let's get into the good part. I'm going to give you 15 natural have you ever questions with sample answers. For each one, I'll say the question, then a sample answer that often adds a little extra detail using the past simple, just like we talked about. Feel free to pause the video after any question to repeat it or to answer it yourself. It's great practice. Okay, here we go. 1. Have you ever traveled abroad? Sample answer. Yes, I have. I traveled to Spain and Portugal last year. 2. Have you ever tried scuba diving? No, I haven't. I've always wanted to, though. 3. Have you ever eaten sushi? Yes, I have. I tried it in Tokyo once. It was amazing. 4. Have you ever lived in another city? Yes, I have. I lived in London for 2 years. 5. Have you ever met a celebrity? No, I haven't met one, although I once saw one from a distance at a concert. 6. Have you ever failed an exam? Yes, I have. I failed my physics exam in university, but I retook it. 7. Have you ever broken a bone? Yes, I have. I broke my arm when I was a child. 8. Have you ever ridden a horse? Yes, I have. I rode a horse on a farm last summer. 9. Have you ever been to a concert? Yes, I have. I attended a Coldplay concert in 2019. 10. Have you ever stayed in a hostel? Yes, I have. I stayed in hostels while backpacking through Southeast Asia. 11. Have you ever gone camping in the wilderness? Yes, I have. I camped in the Alps 2 years ago. 12. Have you ever missed a flight? Yes, I have. I missed one because of traffic. 13. Have you ever learned to surf? No, I haven't. I tried once, but the waves were too big. 14. Have you ever spoken at a public event? Yes, I have. I gave a talk at a local meetup last year. And finally, 15. Have you ever volunteered abroad? No, I haven't done that yet, but it's on my bucket list. And those are 15 fantastic examples. Remember, pausing to practice these yourself will make a huge difference. Now, let's look at some common pitfalls. These are mistakes that even advanced learners sometimes make. Knowing these will really help you avoid them. Pitfall number 1, giving a specific time in the have you ever question itself. Remember, the question is about any time in your life up to now, so it's wrong to say, have you ever gone to Paris in 2018? The correct way is, have you ever gone to Paris? And then in your detail, you can say, yes, I went in 2018. Pitfall number 2, using the past simple to ask the main question. This is a very common error. You should not ask, did you ever travel abroad? The correct form is always, have you ever traveled abroad? And finally, pitfall number 3, using the wrong verb form in your answer. You must use the past participle with I have, so it is never I've went. The correct form is I've been, or I've traveled, I've eaten, I've lived. Always use the past participle. Alright, quiz time. Let's see how well you understand this. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to think. Let's go. Question 1, an easy one. Which is the correct form to ask about an experience? A, did you ever travel abroad? B, have you ever traveled abroad? C, you have ever traveled abroad? D, do you ever traveled abroad? The answer is B, have you ever traveled abroad? The reason is that have you ever uses the present perfect to ask about a life experience without specifying a time. Question 2, pick the correct negative answer. A, yes, I have never tried sushi. B, no, I have tried sushi. C, no, I haven't tried sushi. D, yes, I haven't tried sushi. The answer is C, no, I haven't tried sushi. The reason is that a negative short answer uses haven't. Option A is wrong because yes, I have never is awkward and incorrect. Question 3, which is correct if you want to give extra detail with a time? A, yes I have gone there last year. B, yes I have gone last year. C, yes I went there last year. D, yes I am going there last year. The answer is C, yes I went there last year. Remember the rule. Use present perfect for the experience, then past simple for the specific time. Question 4. This one's tricky. Which one is wrong? A, have you ever lived in New York? B, yes I have. I lived there for 2 years. C, have you ever gone to that concert in 2022? D, no, I haven't seen that concert. The answer is C. Have you ever gone to that concert in 2022? This is wrong because the question includes a specific time, in 2022. You should use the past simple. Did you go to that concert in 2022? Mixing ever with a specific time is a common mistake. Now, question 5 is for you. Which sentence is more natural and correct? A, have you ever tried salsa dancing? B, have you ever tried salsa dancing last year? C, did you ever tried salsa dancing? D, have you ever tried salsa dancing? Don't scroll. Try to answer and then write your answer with your reason in the comments below. I can't wait to see what you think. Great job, everyone. If you got most of those right, that's awesome. If you missed a few, don't worry at all. Practice makes perfect. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss my future lessons. Answer question 5 in the comments. I'll pin some of the best answers. And tell me, which example question did you like best, or what do you want me to cover next? For the next video, I'm thinking of making one on just, already, and yet. Present perfect for recent actions. Those tricky adverbs cause a lot of confusion. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.